Hello and welcome back to the Office of Management and Budget. I'm Mick Mulvaney, the Director of OMB, here with what my staff is now taking to calling a minute with Mulvaney, which is kind of silly because it's probably going to be about 2.5 minutes. But here's what it's about today. We're getting ready to unveil the President's reorganization proposal, the government reorg. One of the biggest things I think we've done since we've been here. You probably haven't heard much about it since back in February, March of last year when the President signed the executive order that told OMB to get all of the federal agencies together to figure out a way to fix their structure. The way the government structure hasn't been changed for a long time. It goes back to the 1920s even in many places, sometimes further back than that. Businesses change all the time, government doesn't. And one of the things you get when you hire a businessman to become president is you bring this attitude from the private sector into the government world, and one of those things is, are there ways to restructure the government, reorganize the government in order to make it more effective? It's absolutely necessary because, as you know, if you've had any interaction with the federal government, it can be extraordinarily frustrating. This Byzantine structure that we've built up makes absolutely no sense. Some of my favorite examples. The USDA regulates chickens. When the chicken lays an egg, that's governed by the FDA. When you break the egg and put it into an omelet, that's regulated by the USDA. When you have a pepperoni pizza, no, a cheese pizza, that is regulated by the FDA. But as soon as you put pepperoni on it, it's regulated by the USDA. This is stupid, and this is the thing that the President asked us to change. We're working on this for a year. We got some tremendous proposals coming forth, in addition to fixing those things we just talked about. I'm also going to talk about ways to blend and merge the Department of Education with the Department of Labor. This is what a lot of other countries do because they see both job training and educational training as preparing folks for the workforce. So this new Department of Education and Workforce is going to take those two old agencies and blend them into one. We get a lot of efficiencies there, we get a lot of cost savings, but more importantly, we get better results. We get one agency focused on making sure that people are ready for the workforce. The other example I'd like to talk to people about is that there are actually 20 different federal agencies that deal with financial education and literacy programs. Most of them have no idea if they are effective or not. And what we do is try and figure out the ones that actually know if they are helping people and figure out a way to give them more money and take money away or actually get rid of the ones that don't work. This is what the government reorg is all about. It's been sort of hinted at in our budgets, but this is where the real rubber is going to meet the road. So we're very excited about it. You're going to hear the President talking about it a lot. I hope to hear that story about the chicken and the pepperoni pizza because it's two of my favorites. But we really appreciate all the input we got. We had hundreds of thousands of comments from the public on this over the course of the last year. Some really good suggestions, and I think you'll be very pleased when you see the details. So I think it's somewhere else here on the website. You'll be able to get more details on this. Also be hearing the President and other folks in the administration talking about it, but we're really excited to roll out this government reorg this week. So just let everybody that you think would be interested know as we continue to try and spread the word that Donald Trump is not only changing Washington for the better, he's draining the swamp. So thanks again, and we'll see you next for the next 2 or 3 minutes with Mick Mulvaney. Thanks again.